Manchester United tell Antony not to return until further notice. Manchester United have announced that winger Antony would not return to the club while he faces allegations of physical assault. Antony was dropped from the Brazil national squad last week after his former girlfriend made serious allegations of physical assault against him in an interview with the Brazilian website UOL. The website published photographs and screenshots of messages as proof of domestic violence, strengthening the case against Antony. Two more women made accusations against him in the Brazilian media on Thursday. Antony has denied the allegations of assault by all three women in an interview with TV channel SBT. The Athletic report that Chief Executive Officer Richard Arnold signed off the decision to give leave of absence to the winger following consultation with manager Erik ten Hag. This is a massive setback for the Red Devils from a football perspective. Antony has been a key player for Ten Hag since his blockbuster move from Ajax last summer. The manager has to find a solution for the right-wing spot soon, with United set to face Brighton and Hove Albion next week. Manchester United made one demand that stopped Jadon Sancho's Saudi move. Manchester United demand sabotage Jadon Sancho's Saudi Arabia move. Manchester United sabotaged Saudi Pro League club Al Ettifaq's loan deal to sign Jadon Sancho by insisting on a £50 million obligation to buy clause for a proposed loan deal for Sancho's services, according to the Daily Mail. The report suggests that Sancho was considering the loan switch to reignite his career. Unfortunately, the Saudis believed the £50 million fee was too much to promise. But what it does show is that Manchester United deemed Sancho expendable for the right price. The English international has struggled to find consistent form at Old Trafford, making 82 appearances for the club. Sancho has scored 12 goals and provided 6 assists so far at United. United manager Erik ten Hag gave an interview after the game where he said Sancho was dropped from the game against Arsenal due to poor training performances. Sancho's future remains in doubt for now. However, if Sancho decides to stay, fans will unite in supporting him to perform and fulfill his vast potential under Ten Hag. He has bags of talent that is begging to be utilized if he keeps the right attitude. Gareth Southgate predicts Harry Maguire's game time will increase for Manchester United. Harry Maguire was awarded his first start of the season last night when England took on Ukraine in their Euro 2024 qualifier. At club level, the defender's first run-out came in Manchester United's fourth Premier League game of the campaign against Arsenal last weekend, with Maguire being granted a 23-minute cameo to replace the then-injured Lisandro Martinez. Given his significant lack of game time, eyebrows were raised when Gareth Southgate called him up for international duty earlier in September. At the time of selection, Maguire had not played 1 minute of football since pre-season, so you can understand fans' concerns over his form. Post-match, the Three Lions boss suggested that Maguire's minutes are set to increase due to United's current injury woes. Raphael Varane is sidelined, while both Martinez and Victor Lindelof were withdrawn against Arsenal with fitness concerns. Time frame for Mason Mount's return from injury revealed as scan shows positive development. Manchester United have outlined an expected return date for Mason Mount, as he works his way up to match fitness. The midfielders signed for the Red Devils in July to mark their first arrival of the summer in his £60 million package move from Chelsea, which ended his 18-year association with the London side. Mount started United's opening 2 games of the campaign, against Wolverhampton Wanderers and Tottenham Hotspur, before being ruled out of their following fixtures with a hamstring injury. He consequently missed England's Euro 2024 qualifiers over the international break, too. Now, the 24-year-old has set his sights on United's first Champions League group stage clash to return to the fold, as per The Athletic. Erik ten Hag's side traveled to Germany to face Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich on September 20th to kick off Group A in a highly anticipated heavyweight clash. A scan of Mount's issue has returned positive results, but the manager is reluctant to deploy him too early and risk a further injury, though there is an outside chance he could make the squad to face Brighton and Hove Albion at Old Trafford next Saturday, September 16th. Bruno Fernandez praises new Manchester United teammate. Manchester United made 7 signings in the summer transfer window, the most in one single window for several years, and more than half came in the final 24 hours. The 3 signings that were made prior to last week's deadline day were earmarked as Erik ten Hag's priority targets going into the summer, and the club secured their arrivals with relative ease. That was confirmed when the season was over and Ten Hag had decided that a reunion with Andre Onana, whom he worked with at Ajax for several years, was the ideal replacement. Onana became the second signing of the summer after Mason Mount, and the Cameroon international has divided opinions so far, but Bruno Fernandez, the new Red skipper, has now come to his new teammates' praises. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Onana had made the decision to return to the international fold as he was called up by the Cameroon international side. The former Interstar endured a turbulent World Cup campaign with his nation, and there was little clarity on whether he was available for selection this month. Despite his decision to return, it is not guaranteed that he will take part in this winter's Africa Cup of Nations even if Cameroon qualify. Should he take part in the month-long tournament and Cameroon do well, he could miss several crucial fixtures in the middle of United's season. Manchester United's Scott McTominay reacts after heroics for Scotland. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay shares mindset as he continues to score for Scotland. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay is in a rich vein of form for his international side, Scotland. The 26-year-old midfielder scored 6 goals in the last 5 games for his country with 1 assist to his name. Scotland's national team won all 5 games in their Euro 2024 qualification group, and they are positioned at the top. The group includes Spain, Norway, Georgia, and Cyprus. McTominay insists that both he and his Scottish teammates are staying grounded despite the remarkable performances from the side. United were ready to sell McTominay during the summer transfer window, according to the reports. West Ham were interested in the service of the midfielder after selling Declan Rice to Arsenal.